Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Palace online classes. Today I am going to discuss about magnetic field on current carrying circular coil. So last video we have discussed about Biot-Savart law. What is Biot-Savart law, what is the formula of Biot-Savart law and how to apply for a circular coil when it is at center I have shown. Today we are going to find the magnetic field on the axial line of a circular coil. That means if you assume this as a circular coil, so let us take this as a circular coil. This circular coil is placed like this on board in YZ plane, and this gives the axial line. This will be the axial line. So I am drawing the circular coil here. This is the circular coil which is present in Y plane, YZ plane like this. This is circular coil. This will be the axial line. So coil will be in YZ plane and the axis will be along this line. This is the direction of the axis. Direction of the axis. So along this axial line, at any point we can find the magnetic field. This is the condition. So you have to imagine here, this is totally three dimensional. This coil is present like this. The radius of the coil is capital R, and from center along x axis we are finding magnetic field at a point P. So here I want magnetic field. This is the condition. First you have to understand carefully. It is totally three dimensional. This chapter is totally three dimensional. You have to imagine. So coil is placed like this. You are finding magnetic field on the axis of the circular coil. In last example, we have found magnetic field at the center, but here at a distance x. This is in YZ plane, this is in x plane. Now let us take current is flowing in this direction. This is current. So how to find this magnetic field? How to find this magnetic field is we have to use Biot-Savart law. To find magnetic field, we have to use Biot-Savart law. What Biot-Savart law says? What Biot-Savart law says? We can't find the magnetic field of total wire. For that, we will take a small element. Suppose there is a wire, we will take a small element called dl, and we will find magnetic field. Okay. So first, let us write Biot-Savart law. Biot-Savart law dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta by r square. This is Biot-Savart law. Now in last video only I clearly explained sin theta is angle between dl and r, because current is a scalar. So current has direction as well as magnitude, but it is considered as scalar because it does not obey vector's laws of addition. So now let us write this in the form of a vector form. This is a magnitude form. Let us write in vector form. If I write in vector form, what you will get? Mu naught by 4 pi I into dl bar cross r bar. What is the magnitude of dl bar cross r bar? dl r sin theta. dl bar cross r bar by r cube. dl cross this dl sin theta I am writing dl bar cross r bar. dl bar cross r bar, what you will get? dl r sin theta, and r will, this cube will get cancelled. This is equal to this in magnitude. So this is vector form of Biot-Savart law. So when I am explaining Biot-Savart law, just I said this, but I have not written. So this is the condition: mu naught by 4 pi I dl bar cross r bar by r cube. Okay. Now by seeing this, when you go back to your vector product in first year PUC, Suppose you are doing a vector product of A bar cross B bar, A bar cross B bar, if U is equal to C bar. We have clearly seen that C bar is perpendicular to plane containing A and B. Suppose this is the vectors, this is A, this is B, this is A bar, this is B bar. Now in which direction you will get C bar? For that I have given right hand rule or screw rule. You can go back to first year or you can refer to our video. In vectors I have clearly given how to take vector per direction. You can refer to our crash course video, that is vectors video you can refer. There I have clearly given how to take the direction of vector product. If A bar and B bar are two vectors present on the plane of the board. Now I have drawn these two on the plane of the board only. Now find A bar cross B bar. A bar cross B bar will give C bar, which is in this direction. Or you take a screw, rotate from A to B like this. This is the direction of A bar cross B bar. That means here why I have written here vector from this derivation is very simple. But understanding it is very difficult and it is more important for your theory exam. Many times they ask this question. So what is the condition? What you have to understand is from this what you have to understand is the cross product of DL bar and R bar is B bar. So B bar must be perpendicular to B bar must be perpendicular, that is DB must be perpendicular to DL. And DB must be perpendicular to R bar. This is the condition. So if this is A, this is B. If you do A bar cross B bar, this is C bar. So here what you have to understand is the magnetic field is perpendicular to DL. DB is perpendicular to R bar. DB is perpendicular to R bar. So A bar cross B bar, A bar cross B bar gives C bar, which is perpendicular to both A and B. So DB bar is perpendicular to R bar. So let us take a small element of current, that is DL. Let us take a small element of current. So this coil is present like this. So current is flowing like this. Okay. Current is flowing like this. You take DL as the vector and you find the direction of magnetic field at point P. First join point P with DL. This is called R. This is R bar. The angle between DL and R bar we have to find and that angle you have to substitute here. That is DL ideal sin theta by R square. So now if you take this coil like this, so coil is present like this. This is the direction of DL. So DL is entering inside. You can observe this is the coil present on board in YZ plane. So current is entering like this. DL is, so this is the direction of DL. This is the direction of DL. So when you are taking direction of DL like this, now you have to hold the wire, hold the DL in such a way that thumb is towards the direction of current and the curled fingers will give the direction of magnetic field. So if you take this DL is into, suppose you are taking anti-clockwise current. If you take anti-clockwise current like this, this is the direction of DL. So here this small part I have taken, this is the direction of DL. So how to find the direction of magnetic field? By using right hand thumb rule or right hand palm rule. You have to hold the wire, in such a way that this is the direction of DL and this curled fingers. So you just curl your fingers like this and stop at P. This is the direction of magnetic field. This is the direction of DB. This is the direction of dB. So this is dl. Current is flowing like this. Let us assume current is flowing like this. Current is coming out and entering in like this. This is the coil. Current is coming like this and entering. This is dl. Hold the wire. This is the direction of magnetic field. Now, what I said, dB must be perpendicular to dl. dB must be perpendicular to dl means this is dl, this is r. You can observe. So let us take, this is dl, this is dl, this is r. This is dl, this is r. That means dl and r are always at 90 degrees. You can observe here. This is dl. This coil is present like this along yz plane. This is dl and this is r. This dl and r are always at 90 degrees. So therefore, sin theta is taken as 1. Sin theta is equal to 1. dB perpendicular to dl and dl is also perpendicular to r here. So what is angle between here? Angle between dl and r bar. So let us understand clearly. This is dl. Small part of the coil I have taken and this is r bar. This is in x plane, this is in yz plane like this. Okay. Now if you see B bar also will be perpendicular. If you see B bar, let us take 3 directions. This is dl. This is dl. If this is r, if you take this as r, this is B. This is B. You can observe here. This is dl entering into, this is r, and finally dB is coming like this. So these 3 are mutually perpendicular. That's why I said dB bar perpendicular to dl bar, dB bar perpendicular to r bar. These two are, angle between dl and r is 90. dl is like this, this is r and this is dB. So 3 are mutually perpendicular. Okay. Angle between dB and dr is also perpendicular, dB and dl also perpendicular. So let us take this angle as theta. This angle as theta. Now this angle should be between r and b should be 90 degrees. Between r and b should be 90 degrees. If I draw one more perpendicular here, this angle also will be theta. If I draw one more perpendicular, this angle also will be theta, because this total is 90. This also 90. This is also 90. So this angle, by using mathematics, you will get this also as theta only. Now let us resolve this dB into components. So again I will draw here the point P. At point P, this is the direction of r, this is theta, this is theta, and this is also theta. This angle is theta, and let us take this is direction of dB. This angle also will get theta only. Now this here I can write dB cos theta. Here I can write this is dB cos theta, and this direction I can write dB sin theta. dB sin theta. Similarly, you can have one more element which is exactly similar to this element. So if you take this element, exactly similar element will be there here. That also produces magnetic field, but it will be in opposite direction like this. Okay, that will be in opposite direction. So if it produces the magnetic field, if you observe, if you take this also theta, you will get like this. Sorry, you will get one more magnetic field like this. If you take this also theta, then dB cos theta of this element will be exactly opposite to this element. So if you take two diametrically opposite element, this is one element, this is another element, This produces magnetic field in one direction, this produces in opposite direction. So if you take any element like this, these two, or any two elements you can take, the sin theta components remains uncancelled, whereas cos theta components will get cancelled. Look at here, this is dl, and here also one more dl is there. This dl produces magnetic field in this direction. Again you can see the direction of current and see the direction of magnetic field. This will be in this direction. You have to hold this wire like this, and at point P, this will be the direction of magnetic field. This will be the direction of magnetic field. So dB due to this element will be in this direction. If I again resolve that, you will get here dB cos theta. So at P again I will draw one more magnetic field. This is dB due to opposite element. So if you resolve that, here you will get dB cos theta. This dB cos theta and this dB cos theta will be exactly opposite, and they will get cancel each other. So net magnetic field in this direction due to two elements is 2 dB sin theta. If you are taking two elements, integration you should do for half of the circle. Why? Because here two elements are selected. When you are taking this and this also added. So why we are taking dl here? In order to add the small elements and get the final answer. So the net magnetic field is not dB here, it is dB sin theta. This you have to integrate to get the total magnetic field. Some people will get doubt why we are not taking 2 dB sin theta. 2 dB sin theta is magnetic field due to two elements. This is one element, this is another element. The magnetic field due to two elements is 2 dB sin theta. Whereas here we are taking only dB sin theta, integrating for total circle. You integrate it for total circle, so that you will get the magnetic field at this point. So once again, see the direction, current is entering like this, this is the direction of magnetic field. Similarly here, current is coming out, this will be the direction of magnetic field. This is 1 dB, this another dB, produced by two opposite elements of current. And if you take the angle between dl and dB is 90 degrees, angle between dB and r bar is also 90 degrees, and angle between dl bar and r bar also 90 degrees. This is very important condition what you have to remember here. From this what I have written, mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta, I took it as 90, so you got 1 by r square. Now let us see the net magnetic field due to one element is dB sin theta. If you integrate this, you will get the total value of B. Now let us write dB by using Biot-Savart law, mu naught I by 4 pi r square ideal by mu naught by 4 pi ideal by r square, you can write like this. Now find r from mathematics using Pythagoras theorem, and this is here you have to write sin theta. Before integrating, write the value of sin theta also. Sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, sin theta is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi ideal by r square, sin theta is equal to capital R by small r. Capital R by small r. Now write the value of r. R is equal to, you can see here, r is equal to root of capital R square plus x square. So dB is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi r square is r square is equal to x square plus capital R square. You can write this as x square plus capital R square. This is r square, mu naught I by capital R divided by root of x square plus r square. Mu naught I dl x square by r square. Mu naught I dl, this is sin theta value. Sin theta is r by root of r square plus x square. So therefore, here you take out the constants, dB is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi. This you can write x square plus r square whole power 3 by 2. R you can take out, only the part which we can integrate is dl. Now do the integration. The maximum possible value of dl is 2 pi r, because if you integrate this, you add all the small parts, you will get total circumference of the circle. So this you will get b is equal to, in place of dl you can write 2 pi r. So mu naught I r into 2 pi r divided by 4 pi into x square plus r square whole power 3 by 2. So 2 pi, it becomes 2 times. This b is equal to, you can write mu naught I r square by 2 into x square plus r square whole power 3 by 2. This is the value of b. This is the value of b. If you put x is equal to 0, suppose in this derivation, this is x. Suppose if x is equal to 0, you will be at the center. You will be at the center. Put x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, you will get magnetic field at the center. You can observe here. X is equal to 0, you put, you will get magnetic field at the center. In last video, we have done magnetic field at the center, that you will get mu naught I r square by 2 into 0 plus r square whole power 3 by 2. That is 2 into r cube you will get. Square and cube will get cancelled. You will get mu naught I by 2r. This is magnetic field at the center. So let's once again just I will give the recap here. See, the coil is present in YZ plane. So this you have to understand very carefully. Coil is present in YZ plane, current is flowing like this. Here I took a small element. That magnetic field due to small element at point of observation is in this direction. It is coming like this. Now the angle between dl and r will be always 90 degrees. You can observe here. dl is present like this, dl is like this, this is like this. Angle between dl and r will be always 90 degrees. So that's why I took sin theta is equal to 1. The coil is present in YZ plane, but you are finding in x plane here. Here you are finding. Here you are finding. So you are finding in x plane. So if you take like this, this is 90 degrees. Again, if you take the direction of magnetic field, this is r, magnetic field will be like this. So all the three will be perpendicular. dl is perpendicular to r and dl is perpendicular to b. So if you apply, you will get like this. Now this is the direction of magnetic field. I already told angle between r and db will be 90. This is 90. So this part will be 90 minus theta. Again, if you draw one more perpendicular here, this will be theta. So this you will get db cos theta. If you resolve this db, you will get db cos theta here. Similarly, there will be one more element from here. So that also will have magnetic field. So how to find direction here? Current is coming out like this. This is the current element. Curl the fingers. Right hand palm rule is used to find the magnetic field. Curl your fingers. This is the direction of magnetic field. So this will be the like this. It is coming like this. This is the direction of magnetic field. So there you will get dB cos theta. Here also you will get dB cos theta. dB cos theta gets cancelled. Now what is left? Magnetic field due to this element in this direction is dB sin theta. So this is there in resolution of vectors. If you are perfect in resolution of vector, this is 1 dB. This is theta. This is another dB. This is theta. If you resolve this, wherever theta is there, there you have to take cos theta. Wherever theta is not there, you have to take sin theta. This is also dB cos theta. So in this direction, you will get dB sin theta and dB sin theta. These are that means the cos components of all the elements will be cancelled. They will be nullified because both will be in opposite direction. So why I am taking another opposite element? Because my experimental element which I have chosen will have two fields. One is cos theta and sin theta. But while I am deriving, I should take only sin component. Why I am taking only sin component? Because the reason is the dB cos theta of my element which I have chosen will be cancelled by the counter element which is present diametrically opposite side. Diametrically opposite side, one more element will be there, that will be cancelled. Some people will get doubt why we are not taking 2 dB sin theta. If you are taking 2 dB sin theta, when you are going for integration here, you have to integrate for half circle only, because already 2 elements you have chosen, this side and this side, this side and this side. Every side you have taken two elements, so you have to do integration only for half circle. So for that reason, you will get dB cos theta will get cancelled, 2 dB sin theta will get. Write the value of sin theta from this opposite side by hypotenuse, write the value of sin theta, integrate dl, you will get the answer. So what is R value? R value from Pythagoras theorem. R value from Pythagoras theorem is root of r square plus x square. Therefore, this is the magnetic field at the axis of a circular coil. And if you want to know whether your answer is correct or not in exams, just substitute x is equal to 0, you will get the magnetic field at the center. And there may be some relationship between this, you can take it as B naught, this you can take it as B, you can divide B and B naught, you will get some relationship between B and B naught also. You can divide that, divide B and B naught, divide B by B naught. If you divide B by B naught, mu naught I will get cancelled, and 2 and 2 also will get cancelled. What will be left? R by, divide B by B naught, mu naught I r square divided by 2 into x square plus r square divided by mu naught I by 2r. This you divide, just divide and find the relationship between B and B naught. Mu naught I will get cancelled, mu naught I will get cancelled, and remaining 2 and 2 also will get cancelled. Just simplify this, you will get B by B naught whole power 3 by 2 will be there here, r cube by x square plus r square whole power 3 by 2. That you can do by using your math. Just reciprocate this, you will get the answer. This is the relationship between B and B naught. This is about magnetic field on the axis of a current carrying circular coil. So this is very important derivation. Just you can practice it and take the screenshot of this board and you can practice it. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe my channel. If you have any doubts, you can leave in the comment section. Thank you.